Good. That was, I think that's a pretty extended jog.
I feel like I'm flying.
Well, you're doing okay. Now he's a little happy right there, so regulate a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. Keep him where you want him. There you go. I think he's a real square jogger. He's real pretty. His ears come up. He's not mad. Now, slow him down. Make a normal jog. Let's see him. All right. Put your hand out there a little bit more, Jordan, on the other one. There you go. And if you practice these things at home and learn these things about between you and your horse, and you get a pattern and a rhythm down, your nerves will be a lot less intense at the horse show. Because you'll know, I can do this, I can do that, my horse can do this. Because I know how to do it. Now you can make him go a little slower, man. Let's push him up a little bit. A moment ago when I said bring him back, but you don't have that bounce thing. He's under control right now. Now, there's Newgate out sometimes, the extended walk. That has become quite a problem for a lot of horses. Mostly mine. The extended walk becomes a jog very easily, all right? So some of these judges are now starting to call for an extended walk. How do you do an extended walk? That's really, you got to figure that out with your horse. Him, I'm guessing it's going to be mostly just stop regulating. And he's just going to start going like that. That one, you just won't have to do anything. He just stop regulating his pace, right? Yeah. Remember, same thing, guys. The lope is no different than the walk, no different than the trot. All right? When you ask your horse at a walk to slow its pace, how do you do it?
Put your leg on.
You just softly put your leg on him. How do you do it at a trot? Just softly put your leg on it. How do you do it at a lope? So many people go, you know, and they try to roll that spur up in them and they're hitting their flanks. It's the same thing. Nothing changes. Softly put your leg and squeeze, right? Push them up into it. Everything is a calm, relaxed environment when you're on a Western pleasure horse. If that's what you ask for, if you ask for a trot, then they better trot. If you ask for a walk, then they need to walk. We'll go into that in a minute. But if you say stop, I mean whoa, and you're loping, that's a whoa. Whoa means whoa. Doesn't mean anything but whoa. Just where they were to jog when you were regulating perfectly. Don't think about the spur. Think about the leg. The spur will be where it needs to be. Outside leg, you can, with him, just squeeze a little bit with that inside, just get his attention. That's starting to get him to keep that shoulder lifted a little bit, right? Then you're going to slowly, softly release the inside, and just hug him. There you go. Now I'm going to show you something. Stop. Roll the spur. Stop. Now don't move. Put your spurs back in. Okay. Percent of the lope in a class, an actual class at a show, is the transition into the lope. If you're in a good frame when you take off, you're going to stay there longer before you have to fix. And fixing is a lot easier because they'll gradually fall out of their frame and you can fix them easier that way. If you take off in a mess, there's no way to get them back without hands and everything else and legs and stuff flying all over the place. Get him. Now see right there, he's just going, yeah. While you're training at home, bump him down. Thank you. Take that other hand, bump him down. Now look at your leg. There, much better with your leg. Immediately you moved it. Good. Now move his shoulder out. Just bump, bump, bump. You squeeze him and hold him with your spurs. Squeeze him and hold him now. There. Now release a little bit. Push forward. Push it out. Take that shoulder in. Push it to the inside shoulder. Push it out a little bit. Keep the outside leg on him so his hip doesn't move. Now work on his head. Now he's letting his spurs turn, sliding back now. Slow him way down. Regulate. He's totally ignoring you. Now you can roll that spur hard and bang on him a little bit. Knock him backwards. Knock him right back. Backwards. Bump. Make him go. Bump. Put your spurs in the foot. Bump. Good. Now walk. up in this plank. Now they're good. Hug with your whole leg. Hug with your whole leg. Very nice. Very nice. Now try. He's a pretty low now. He can swing them hots, can he? Okay. Don't think about the spur. Think about the leg. Right.
No, I haven't gone yet, but she didn't go because...
Now, right there. Okay, see what you got. This is a good observation here, right? She's got him sliding here a little bit with his hip is kind of pushing in, but his shoulder's coming in too, right? So what he's doing is he's walking to the inside. He's just kind of going like this. When you take off into a lope, what's going to happen? Zoom! I mean, he's going to go. He's gone. He's downhill before you even start. I guarantee he's going downhill when you step into the lope. So with him, he's pushing his body in before you're good, but now what you got to do is get him like this, right? You got to tip that head a little bit, and get that. Well, take your hand. Just softly tip his head to the inside. We're practicing, we're not showing. Touch him with that inside leg a little bit and use your hand. So he associates spur with tipping his nose. Are you here for the horsemanship?
I was watching.
Okay, same thing. Just let him associate that spur and bring that nose in. The only way to do that is just take your hand and make him do it. And then you release the hand and make him keep it there. Now you got him in good position there. His head's a little high, but that's because you're pulling on him, and that's okay. We're more interested in his body position right now than his head position. Good. Inside leg a little bit, just touch him with that inside rein, and just hug him up with that outside leg. Down, think about underneath his belly. Think about going way underneath his belly. Squeeze him, squeeze him. You got to squeeze more and try to get him to suck back. There, a little bit, you got a little bit there. He's actually got pretty good leg stride, but he's not using his back very well right now. And that's just a training thing. It'll take a while. That'll just get him to lift his belly up, and then he'll really slow down. Because his leg stride is really pretty. Look at his hind leg coming up past his front foot.
Yep.
I mean, he's reaching really pretty. He just needs to use his back right now. He's a little fat and out of shape. He just needs to get lifted up in the middle section, and that'll then. His stride, I don't think, is really going to change that much, but his whole pace is going to slow down. Because he's going to lift up, he's going to be further off the ground, so he's not going to cover as much. Very nice. Better than when we first started. Now let's go the other way. That was in a bad way, wasn't it? Good. That's a stop, right? Okay.
She said her butt was numb.
You know why? Because your leg moves like that. That's why.
Gee, there must be a reason here somewhere.
All right. Get in your position, and remember, before you lope off, be comfortable with the position and that your horse is in the right frame before you ask him to lope.
You like his nose in a little bit?
Just a little bit. Straight is okay, or in a little bit. But no, because if it goes to the outside,
Yeah.
this shoulder is totally free to just fall down. And some guys will ride. Some guys teach them. Some trainers teach them outside. They pull their head to the outside because they think that's getting that front leg really reaching.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's just not my thing. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I like them to be lifted here. Everybody's got their own method. That's just ours. There, boy, that was a dynamite transition right there. You know why? Because you're so soft. You had him in a good position, and you were soft with your leg. You asked softly. You asked him. You didn't tell him, and he just stepped into that so pretty. So just keep it nice and soft, and there's nothing wrong. If you feel like you need to squeeze harder, then squeeze harder. But there's no poke. He's a little irritable because poking. wouldn't either, you know. And you're a little strong right there, so just kind of hug him up. That inside leg's a little floppy, you're not hugging hard enough. Push it forward a little bit. Push your inside leg forward a little bit and hug, hug. Kind of push him over a little bit. Bump, 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 bump. He's doing something down there. There you go. Good. And she did that very well. When I said bump, she immediately bumped to the inside. Perfect. You don't want to just bump straight down because then you're going to hurt the neck